Assalamualaikum and good morning to my fellow friends. My name is Shazwani. So today we will have a group discussion. So the topic is how school's environment can be enhanced. Okay, shall we start the discussion? Okay, let me start first. So in my opinion, I think the best way to improve the school environment is to improve the school security. We know that school security measure the most important in today's educational environment because it can maintaining the school safety. But unfortunately, school security measure often don't get the consideration by the school organization until there are tragedy occur, like bullying, students skip the class, and others. So there are many ways to improve school security, such as installing the security system, like placing cameras throughout school buildings. This action can allow us to see what happened and the movement of anyone within the camera's field view. This action also can prevent the bullying among the students because when they see the cameras, they will not able to do things that they are not beneficial. Therefore, it can create a harmonic environment in the schools. Next, to improve stu- next to improve school security, schools should limit entryways to the buildings, and there should be only one main entrance for the students, staff, teachers, and visitors to enter the schools because this action can prevent aggression into the school. This case can make chaos between the students. So when the school limit the entryways to the buildings, it can prevent the chaos.
Okay, thank you, Wani, for your opinion. I think I do agree with your point because it do can maintain the school safety and your idea of placing the camera over the school is a good idea. But for me, in my opinion, improving the school building will be a greater idea to improve the school. Um, First, I think the school must remake the school area to. I think the school must remake the whole school area to make it more wider. This is because the students are getting huge in number and need more space to fit all of the students. The school should also consider to add more classes or science lab to to widen the area of the school so that every student will not feel cramped in a small area. Not only that, the school should also repair the facilities such as toilets so that the students can use comfortably. Next, the school can also repaint the school building. This is because to make the school more cheerful by adding more vibrant color. By doing this, it can leave a positive impact to the students and it will encourage the students to attend school every day. The school can also add some mural to the wall with some fun animation. Next, I think the school can also create a garden which could provide the students a chance to experience studying in a natural environment. For example, students can work on the garden, which can be tied into educational activities such as they can learn about photosynthesis and the life cycle of a plant. I think that's all for me. How about your opinion, Anis?
Okay, thank you, Iman, for your opinion. I strongly agree with you that uh, with your idea that decorating school can attract the student to attend the school and to improve the environment of school. But for me, more teachers can improve the best school environment. Why I say more teachers can improve the school environment? This is because Malaysians today have a very shortage teacher. The shortage of teacher in our country will harm the student. Why it just say like that? It is because the student will lack of sufficient in study. They might end up cannot understand well during the lecture class, but they end up not asking their teacher to do. The teacher have a back of schedule. So the student and teacher cannot have a very good communication. It is actually will give a bad impact in the student academic prestation. The teacher shortage has a very serious consequence. As we all know, the state that are dire there are in dire need of teachers are especially in the rural area in Sabah and Sarawak. The issue of teacher shortage has been going on for a long time. If we don't find a solution, it will never be solved. But our Ministry of Education has launched I Want to Be a Teacher program in the SGKC Chungling. The purpose of this program actually to briefing about the teaching profession and what it entails, so that this way will help the ministry in order to face the shortage teacher problems. This is actually part of the ministry effort to achieve what has been set under the national recovery plans. With the recruitment of these new teachers, we will be able to reduce the teachers' burden, especially for those schools in facing the teacher shortage, so that the student will might be able to have a good communication with their teacher, so that they can ask every single things that they are not understanding during the physical class after they are end the class. So it will not affect their prestation, and they might end up scoring well during the examination. So I think the more teacher can improve the more the requirement of the more teacher in school is the one of the initiative in order to improve the best school environment and to overcome this problem with that the teaching and learning in school can carry out smoothly during the difficult times. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
For me, the school environment can be improved by trained teachers better. This is because, in my understanding, the school environment is about the learning environment for student to learn in a fun way, to learn in a comfortable situation, to learn to enjoy their studies. For me, it is really compulsory for teachers to train better, to for the teachers to have a high quality of teaching, because as Wani, Iman, Ani state just now, the issues that threaten school environment is vandalism, bullying, students skip class, or bad communication among students and teachers. So if the teachers are trained better, these issues can be handled properly. So for example, if there are bullying situation in the school, if the teachers that not trained handle these issues, the issues will never end and the school environment will be worse because the bullying rate will keep increasing. But if a trained teachers, a high quality teachers handle this situation can be better. So the school environment can be improved. Yeah. So it is for me is better for the teacher be trained to cope with the school situation, school issues. Then if we have more teachers, but quality is over quantity. So more teachers but cannot handle situation, so what's the point? So I think it's better to train the teachers so teachers can properly handle all the school situation. So in this, as a result, the students can learn in a comfortable way without have any anxiety that they might be bullied or the school uh, the school tools being vandalism or something. So that's why I think the teachers must be always trained
I
before
agree with
teaching
Amni.
students.
Teachers are one of the few people who will shape students' personality. Students spend a lot of their times at school by learning and doing extracurricular activity. The teachers will influence them in a lot of ways, from their behavior to their way of thinking. Teachers who are trained will be able to, in a way, control the outcome of students' behavior. I'm pretty sure no teacher would teach their students to grow up to be bad people in the future, but by nurturing them to not vandalize school property or bullying other students, they will be able to create a better school environment. Other students would be able to learn comfortably without worrying for their safety. Yes, better security also provides students Yes, better security also provides safety and stops students from bullying or doing other meaningless activities, but nurturing their behavior is much better. Preventing the students from even thinking of bullying others will not only create a better school environment, but it will also lessen the cost of installing all those security cameras, which is why I think training teachers better is the best way to improve school environment.
After hearing Amni's point, I think the trains teacher better is the best point to improve the environment of school. What about your opinion, Wani?
Yes, I think Omni points is the best way to improve the school's environment.
I think I also agree with Amni because just like she said, quality over quantity. So I think her point is the best way to improve the school environment.
Because everyone agree that the trained teachers better is the best way to improve the school environment. So I think we have reached the best consensus at the end of discussion. So thank you everyone to join this discussion. See you next time.